What does that have to do with a wedding? See, we're missing the forest for the trees, I would say. What do you mean? If we're looking at the minutia of this or that symbol, it doesn't make sense outside of the larger context. What I'm doing is preparing the larger context so that when we get into the depth of each chapter, it'll have something to hang on that's just not out there. You know, it's not about, demon-possessed helicopters or World War III. That's not what the book of Revelation is trying to tell us. There's something better here. There's something deeper. There's something more meaningful that speaks to every age of the church. Every age. And if we miss that, we miss the forest for the trees. Okay? So, Revelation 1:1. Page 207 if you have my Bible. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave him to show to his servants what must soon take place. Stop right there. The revelation of Jesus Christ. That's your first hint that this is a marriage metaphor. You're like, what? That's right. In Greek, the word translated here as revelation is apocalypsis, which is where we derive the word apocalypse. Some of if you have a Douay Rheims translation of the Bible, this is called the Apocalypse of John. Unfortunately, the word apocalypse has a different meaning or understanding than what is intended in the original Greek. When you hear the word apocalypse, what do you think? Destruction, it's the end, it's doomsday, right? And this is our first clue of the marriage metaphor. A, or an alpha in Greek, is a negating principle, like un is in English. Untie, unwrap, undo, unmake. Okay, it means to do the opposite or not to do something. Apocalypsis means veiling. What does the basic word mean?
Unveiling.
Unveiling. When you unveil something, you reveal it. That's right. That's the positive way of saying it. You're revealing Jesus Christ. Now, is there any sort of custom that we have in our modern day where something is veiled and then unveiled at a certain point? A bride, a wedding. Get it? This is the wedding, the unveiling of Jesus Christ to us who normally see him veiled. That's the key to unlocking the whole rest of this book. Everything is an unveiling. It's revealing what was normally hidden from our view. Just like a bride walks down the aisle with this thing over her face. And if you've ever been to a Jewish wedding, an Orthodox Jewish wedding, have any of you been to an Orthodox Jewish wedding or seen one? Mm-hmm. Yes? What does the bride wear?
She has a tradition. She doesn't have the wedding dress. She has like a traditional garb that it's not white. It's sort of a beige color, and you're under the whatever. It's like an umbrella.
Yes.
It's not an umbrella, but it's called people. You know what this is?
Canopy?
The canopy. Yes.
How is she dressed?
She has the.
I'm thinking her veil. What kind of veil is it?
It's not, so you can't see through.
That's it. That's the
Not see
key.
through the veil.
That's it right there.
Transparent.
Part of the reason why we have bridesmaids is because in a Jewish wedding, these women help the bride walk down it because she can't see through this thing, and neither can the man. The man does not see her until they go into the marriage chamber where she is then unveiled. If you remember the story in the book of Genesis, you remember how Isaac got his wife.
Jacob.
He wanted Rachel because she was pretty, but he ended up with Leah, who was not pretty. But he didn't find out until when? After the wedding night. And you think to yourself, you mean he didn't know during the whole ceremony this was Leah and not Rachel? No, he didn't, because in a traditional Jewish wedding, she is completely covered. Completely veiled. And you don't find out until the wedding night. And that's when he discovered he was tricked. And by then it was too late. The marriage was already sealed. So you're out of luck, guy. What am I getting at? You have to think of the book of Revelation in terms of this Jewish imagery. Jesus appears veiled to us here. What this vision does is part the veil a little bit and peers into what Jesus is in reality behind that. Okay? This is going to have bigger implications when we get to the liturgical element, but I want you to see that this is in terms of a wedding.